I'm going to show my process of painting graffiti pieces on models of trains. This is an old scale right here. This is a completed one, and this is the next one I'm going to do right next to it. First, what I did was I taped it off and kind of drew the letters on, and then I took an X-Acto knife and cut the letters out. So we have a H, A, V, and an E. My next step is to cover this side with tape because I don't want any overspray going on. I'm going to spray paint it. I could airbrush it or even just take marker and fill this part in, but I like using spray paint. That's just my process and it works for me. So I'm gonna get a piece of paper, cover this side, and just wrap it. So I'm covering all the spots that I don't want to get sprayed. And then I'm going to cover this black rail here. I don't like this part. See, there's a little gap right there. I don't know if you can see it. But there's some overspray that could get in there. So I'm going to cut that. And try to cover that opening up. Let's see if I can do it. Yeah, that's close enough. Alright, so now I'm going to go outside and spray this with spray paint. For the letters, I wanted to do a 3-color blend. So I used light yellow, a green, and a light orange. I started out with the yellow, then I went with the orange, and then the green. Now the green cam was giving me a little trouble. Every time I would press it down with spray, it wouldn't stop spraying. So I would have to manually kind of stop it by pulling the tip off. That was getting annoying. But it ended up working out. The only thing is that the yellow and the green were kind of too close in hue, I guess. So kind of blended a little too well together. But if you look closely, you could see the difference, and you could notice that there's a little bit of green on there. Yeah, so that was it. Alright, so after the spray paint, it's still kind of wet. The paint's a little sticky, so I'm going to use a blow dryer and actually dry it off before I take the tape off. Regular blow dryer, have it on a warm setting. And let me touch it, see if it's not quite. Not done yet. Almost. Nah, it's still sticky. Feel it. I'm getting paint all over my hands. So now that it's painted, it's all the letters are filled in, I'm going to go ahead and peel the tape off. And this is one of my favorite parts of doing this, because you get to see what it's going to look like. Left a line right here where I guess the paint got through the tape, but I'm not worried about that. I'll cover it with the background color or something. There's an H. A. There's a V and the E. The E. Bam. That's it. Now we have the letters filled in with some spray paint. Now we're ready to do background first, designs inside, and then outline. So now I'm going to use this blue acrylic paint marker for the background. See how this one has a pink and green background? I'm going to do that to this. And I'm going to attempt to do like a splatter effect. Now I'm going to use these three colors to do some patterns in there, color the inside of the letters. Alright, so now I'm going to do the 3D, which would be, see this thick part on this letter? I'm going to do that here. I'm going to try to do to the right and kind of down angle, and you'll see what it looks like. Now that I got the blue background, I got the 3D to the side. I'm gonna outline the letters with some one-shot paint. This is Cool Crimson. It's like a dark red. And I use a liner brush. I don't know what size it is, I forgot. And it's got a bunch of paint on it, so I can't read the numbers, but yeah, this is a liner brush, and I'm just going to outline the numbers, or the letters. So I'm almost done with the outline, and this part's going to be hard to do because that's where the ladder is, and so I'm going to have to work around these ridges all over this dang thing. This is kind of difficult to do because all these high spots, and but I'll make it work. I think that's the best I'm going to get it. Now I'm going to clean up some areas and go back over it. Fix like this part. Put some blue under here. Yeah. Then we use this white acrylic marker to add some white highlights to it in certain parts. I'm gonna take this blue and add like an outer outline. You'll see what I mean. Just do that in some parts, you know, not the whole thing. And I think I'm done. I think that's all it's gonna do to it. You know, that's it. So I'm gonna take this off so we can see how it looks with both sides done. I'm gonna take all this tape off. I also did this canvas. So when I was doing the outline, I was wiping all the paint off, extra paint, testing out the markers. So I just put on some canvas, some abstract art or something. Let's take this off. Now that it got all the tape off, this is what the completed train looks like. So that's this side. There's some glare on there. So this one has a little bit more complicated letters, but it just looks more simple. This one looks more dynamic, a lot of motion or something going on there. And then on this side, I got a Warriors theme going on here. So that's it. That's one train, O scale complete.